Dear Diary, I used to think change was something loud, something you could point at and say, this is the moment everything shifted. But lately, change feels quieter than that. It shows up in my routines, in new alarms, in learning how to be somewhere I've never been before. This internship is teaching me more than just work. It's teaching me how little control I actually have and how much of my life is shaped by just showing up anyway. Some days I feel capable. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed before the day even starts. I'm still learning what balance looks like between work and rest, ambition and presence, becoming and being. My living situation doesn't feel permanent, neither do my friendships. And I'm learning that not everything is meant to come with me into this next season. Losing people doesn't always come from conflict. Sometimes it comes from growth happening in different directions, and that's been hard to accept. At the same time, new connections are forming very slowly, unexpectedly. I'm learning how to be open without forcing familiarity. Emotionally, I feel in between. I'm not unhappy, I'm not settled, I'm just aware. I cope by creating space for myself, by walking when things feel heavy, and sitting with discomfort instead of rushing to escape it. I don't have clarity yet. I don't know exactly who I'll be at the end of these 4 months, but I'm learning that growth doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like uncertainty. Sometimes it feels like letting go. For now, I'm choosing to embrace change, not because it's easy, but because it's honest.
The biggest change for me this year is realizing that I'm not who I used to be, and obviously I'm not who I'm becoming yet. I feel like I am stuck in this in-between state, which feels extremely uncomfortable. It's like, at the same time, I should be grateful to be in this uncomfortable state because I am not only figuring out what matters to me, but I'm unlearning some bad habits. I am figuring out the people I should keep in my life and those I shouldn't have in my life at all. So it's also the one thing that I'm trying to keep on thinking about and remembering is to be grateful for this in-between, for this discomfort, even though it is a bit too much. Even though I wake up every day wishing I could fast forward to a version of me that makes sense, but I'm also just grateful for this part that doesn't make sense. I'm realizing that embracing change doesn't mean having it all figured out. Maybe it means just staying in the present even when things feel unfinished. Staying in this very much uncomfortable present where you wake up every day and you do not feel like you're where you're supposed to be. At least that's where I'm at, and that's how I feel.
Lately, I've been finding myself in the gym even on days when I don't plan on being here. The gym has become the one place that feels steady, not because it's easy, but because it reminds me that growth is uncomfortable and it takes time. Every rep is uncomfortable, every session, every pause between sets gives me the space to think. It has become a place where I release what I can't put into words. Some days I feel strong, other days I just show up, and that counts too. Change doesn't happen all at once. It happens quietly in moments like this when I choose myself again. I don't know exactly where this season is taking me, but I'm learning to trust the process, one breath, one rep, one day at a time.
Just got back from the gym and I made myself a protein smoothie. So I put a few strawberries, a banana, and the protein powder. This is like 60 grams of protein. I'm not sure if it's just me, but 2026 feels like such a self-care year. I've pretty much been wanting to focus on myself this year. Like, this is my selfish year. Like, I am so selfish this year, to be honest. I am literally dedicating 2026 to myself. And I think you should too. There's absolutely nothing to lose. So I got these twists a few days ago. However, I did not get them curled at the salon, so I want to do that now. I have these things. I don't know how to use them, but we're gonna try. I'm too lazy to go back to the salon. I'm just like, I can do it myself. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate everyone that has been viewing, liking, commenting on my videos. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I will see you on my next one. Also, thank you so much to everyone who liked, commented, and subscribed on my last video. I really appreciate it. See you on my next one. Bye. Take care.